Disney Pixar, Monsters Inc. Pixar. Monsters Inc. Monsters are all shape and sizes with the masses. I don't know what it is. The monsters kept their own town running and shaking in a human world, and caused screams from the human children. Those screams were turning into energy. Monsters was in the middle of the energy storage. It was getting harder to scale them. Sally and his best friend Mike worked at Monsters Inc. Sally was the scariest, Mike was in his master together. They collected more screams until the others scared them. Randall was work at the Monsters Inc. He could bundle into a back row, making them himself probably invincible. Randall was the second best scary Monster Inc. He was always trying to sneak things to gather more screens than Sally. One day, Randall, Sally, and the other scares stood up in front of the wall doors, ready to start working. Each door would lead into them into God's challenge. Bedroom in the human world made the best monsters. Oh no. In the human world, maybe the best. When Sally said to Randall, "I have plans for you to sneak back." Randall walked fast and scared a lot of children below a lot of doors, but then Sally scared all the kids from the shoulder party. He said a new skill will record everything organized him was set for Randall. A skill named George went home from a child room for the stuck his throat. Without a second special against from the child department agreement. He knows from the CTDA busted and gave George a good cleaning monsters fought children and their huge things with textility. After all work days, then Sally noticed the child door was still out. Of the scale front door, pieces inside, but didn't see anyone. As Sally closed the door and struck the lock, he heard a voice. Kitty, a little girl, was holding into his tail. She wasn't scared of him, but he was terrified of her. Sally planked. He tried to get out and go back into her room, but he wanted to place Sally's miniature to hide and dirty the bag. Kiss a window, walked by the pounds. No one could know about the girl. Human cat was not allowed to domesticate. Sally's secret didn't stay hidden for very long. Then he started in the restaurant. Tell Mike what happened. The little girl got out of the bag. All the monsters in the restaurant screamed Monkey Sally whisked the girl away from the CTA against alive. With the other place to go, Mike and Sally took the little girl back to their apartment. Mike put all the protects girl could find. But Sally was starting to think that maybe the girl wasn't in danger, after all. And very strange things happened. However, whenever she laughed and all the ways glowed bright in up. The next day, Mike and Sally dressed the little girl up a little monster and went to work. Everyone at Monsters Inc., even the boss, Mr. Wire News, believed the little girl has been monster child. Mike and Sally heard Randall to his insistent talking about the human girl. They realized that Randall was the only one who had brought her to Mrs. History. Mike and Sally watched the scareful. Mike tried to send the girl through the first door he saw, but Sally stopped him. It wasn't Boo's door, Sally said. Mike was shocked. Sally has named his kid. Boo was wandering away to the door friends ago. Oh God. As they scared Boo, Mike and Sally discovered Randall had a plan to show them a scream. He was going to use a machine to put the screams out of Boo. Sally ran to use the machine to suck them all screams out of Boo. Sally ran into Mr. Water News what Randall was up to, but Mr. Water News took Boo and rushed Mike and Sally through the one away. The door into a human world. Water News was in on Randall's red screen. The monsters end up on a snowy mountaintop. Mike was furious with Sally getting them and blasting the human world, but Sally was worried about Boo. He quickly made a sled and slid down the mountain to a nearly finish. Soon he found a kid bedroom door and raced back into the monster world. Sally arrived at Monsters Inc. just in time. Boo was ready and attached to Randall machine. Sally smashed the machine and ran off with Boo. Mr. Water News ordered Randall to get the go back. Sorry. After the wire chase, Sally, Mike, and Boo escaped from Randall. Then a risk of Mr. Water News taking to go to evil plans. Mr. CDA against her ward and took Mr. Water News away to Boo safely. It skips some parts about the door. Yeah, it skips some parts. Mike had Boo door waiting for the second scary fall. Sally carried Boo into her room and trucked her down. Into her bed, nothing clambered to scare her anyway, said to Boo where to go. Goodbye, Boo. Sally became the new boss of Monsters Inc. Thanks to Boo, he discovered a chilling laugh, created even more energy to their screens. Instead of scaring kids, the monsters showed up to the bedrooms and told them jokes. Mike quickly became one of the company's top 11 collections. The monsters was happy because the city had energy it needed. The children were happy because they wouldn't be scared at night anymore. And Sally was happy because he could visit Boo whenever he likes. The end.